We would like to welcome you on briefings in global affairs, international relations, and geopolitics. This hour in perspective. France will be the first European country to join the BRICS bloc. Let's explore this together. President Macron has lately postured before the EU in his statements in ways that suggest France might be heading the direction of the BRICS, especially on issues concerning how Europe should kick against US vices in dealings with China, Russia, and the Taiwan questio. France may just yet be paving a path into the direction of the BRICS bloc, reading from policy statements by the French president not too long ago. Macron stated in an interview with journalists from Politico Europe and the French newspaper Les Echos that the great risk that Europe faces is that it gets caught up in crises that are not ours, which prevents it from building its strategic autonomy. Macron was specifically referring to the escalating tensions between the United States and China over Taiwan. During the course of the conversation, he made the comment that it would be worse thing to take our cue from the US agenda and a Chinese overreaction. Macron's statements, which were delivered on Friday before China conducted combat maneuvers surrounding Taiwan as a response to the Taiwanese president's visit to the United States the previous week, have been attacked by elected politicians in both the United States and Europe. The Inter-Parliamentary Alliance on China, IPAC, issued a statement in which it said that Macron's statements are severely out of touch with the attitude across the leadership of Europe. You do not speak for Europe, the statement added. During an interview on NPR's Morning Edition with Michael Martin, a senior advisor with the China practice of the research provider Rhodium Group, named Noah Barkin, described the words made by Macron as concerning from the viewpoint of the United States. He stated that he did not believe Macron's remarks necessarily reflected the European consensus on China. I don't think that Macron's messages reflect the European consensus on China, he remarked. I believe that anyone who witnessed Macron's trip, his encounters with Chinese President Xi Jinping, and the messages he conveyed afterwards in a number of interviews should be concerned from the point of view of the United States. But I think it's important to keep in mind that France is just one of 27 countries that make up the EU, and that many other countries have very different perspectives than France does. I don't think you're going to see European leaders publicly condemning or criticizing Emmanuel Macron. I don't think that's going to happen. For example, we have saw a lot of prominent German officials come out and condemn Macron. But we're going to have to wait and see how this turns out. I anticipate that the European Union will engage in vigorous debate concerning China policy over the course of the next few months. For a very long time, France has been an advocate for the concept of strategic autonomy, but under the current administration, this advocacy has taken on a far more serious tone. There was concern not only about the United States, but also about China trying to impose its will on Europe in the form of decisions. I believe that France and the United States have resolved their disagreement about AUKUS, which is the nuclear submarine deal between the United States, the United Kingdom, and Australia. The United States of America and Europe have moved past the catastrophic withdrawal from Afghanistan. As a result, I have the impression that this is something that should be of worry, but it is something that Europe and the United States can overcome. That's where we wrap things up for the time being. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.